What's up, y'all? Brandon with BC Talks here. So this past weekend, one of my local comic book shops had a huge Labor Day sale. They had a bunch of 25-cent bins out front, and then inside the store, they had half off on many of the back issues, as well as some big percentages off of the Silver and Golden Age keys as well. And of course, I picked up a decent stack from them. So we're going to go over everything that I got in today's video. Before we get started, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk. And shoot me a follow on Whatnot. Y'all know I'm a procrastinator if you've watched the channel before. But I should be getting things started on there soon. I'm going to be posting some books into the Whatnot marketplace here next week after I get back from my vacation. And I will be getting my inventory together here in the upcoming weeks to start my first auction. So stay tuned. Make sure you give me a follow so you know when that starts. And if it's your first time signing up, you can use my link down in the description. You'll get $10 off your first purchase on Whatnot, and it doesn't have to be a purchase with me. It can be with anybody on Whatnot. You can get all sorts of things on Whatnot if you collect Funko Pops, comic books, baseball cards, football cards, and like I said, in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be starting my Whatnot auctions. So if you sign up with the link down in the description, you can save some money when I get started. By the way, I don't know if I'm going to get a video up before this happens, so I wanted to let y'all know ahead of time that I'm going on a little mini vacation this upcoming weekend. I'm going back up to Connecticut to New England to visit some family. And if you're familiar with, well, if you watch me, you probably already know Lunch Money Comics. He is a pretty awesome, wholesome comic book collector and creator in the YouTube comic book space. And he goes to the Brimfield Flea Market in Brimfield, Massachusetts, every time they host it. And they're actually having a comic book show there as well that he's going to be hanging out at on Saturday. So since I'm going to be in the area, it's about an hour or so away from where I'm going to be. I'm going to try to head up there on Saturday just to hang out, talk comic books, buy comic books, maybe make some content for you guys for when I get back. So I want to let y'all know that ahead of time. I'm probably not gonna have another video till the middle of next week. So, but stay tuned for that Brimfield video because I also got a little surprise that's going to be coming up as well. So look forward to that. But we're going to get into to the Labor Day haul, and these first videos. Before I get into, I got a bunch of 25-cent books. That's the majority of the haul. But I have a few books that were half off as well, some back issues, and some modern book as well. This first one is a back issue. It's Star Wars Droids #1. This is a 6-issue series featuring R2D2 and C3PO, aimed at younger audiences, published by Dark Horse Comics. You can see that at the top. And it's also a black matte embossed cover. And I have it in a Mylar, so it's glistening, so it's hard to see. I'll hold it up like that, so it's not shining too bad. It's a really awesome cover. You can't see it. Maybe if I hold it up there, you'll see that thumbprint. um, you can't really see the embossed. It's got like these cool cables. It's got R2D2 kind of looking through the cables. It's hard to see it in the Mylar, but it's a really cool looking book. And I bought it. It was $2.50, half off. So it was $5, so half off's $2.50. And I'm gonna put it up there with the other Star Wars books because, as y'all know, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Um, so I'm gonna put that up in the display there because it's a cool looking book. The next one is another one I really like. It is Uncanny X-Men and well, Marvel and DC presents the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans #1. It was a 64-page one shot, and it was obviously a Marvel and DC crossover written by the GOAT himself. Chris Claremont, the longtime writer on the Uncanny X-Men series, which, if you've been watching the channel, you know I'm collecting the Chris Claremont run of Uncanny X-Men, which is issues 90 to 280. And I'm also collecting the Marv Wolfman run of the Teen Titans. So that's the New Teen Titans Volume 1, the Tales of the Teen Titans, and then the New Teen Titans Volume 2. So this is 2 runs that I'm collecting, smashed together, and written by one of my favorite writers of all time, Chris Claremont. 2 of my favorite teams, probably my favorite Marvel team and my favorite DC team, although the Justice League is up there as well. I'd say the Justice League and Teen Titans, I probably have them on the same platform. I grew up watching the Teen Titans Cartoon Network show as well as the Justice League animated series, the Batman, Superman, all that. So I'd say Justice League and Teen Titans are my 2 favorite DC, and then the X-Men are my favorite Marvel. So two of my favorites, kind of combine them for a crossover there, and it was 750. So really awesome book there with with two runs that I'm collecting. This next one is another favorite character of mine. Wonder Woman is one of my favorite DC characters. You can see I got the Funko Pops that I got the other week or the other day there, and this is the fifth volume of Wonder Woman. It's number 83, and it's a Jenny Frison cover. I really love Jenny Frison's art. She's one of my favorites um, modern cover artists. I've shown some of covers that I bought from her or that she's done before, and I really like this depiction of Wonder Woman. As I've said before, I love Gal Gadot, um, or Gal Gadot, but we really need kind of like that buff, strong looking Wonder Woman, because she was an Amazon warrior that was trained since she was a child. She would be looking like this, all big and huge. So I love Gal Gadot, but hopefully the new Wonder Woman is a little bit bigger. We'll see. This next one is Uncanny X-Men Annual. I think it's X-Men Annual, number 13. This one I got for 150. That other one, the Wonder Woman, by the way, was $2. This one was 150. It's the first cover and second appearance overall of Jubilee. Y'all can see her down there. Where's she at? Um, yeah, down there, and you can see her down there, and so it's the first cover appearance of Jubilee and the second appearance overall of Jubilee. It's also the debut of Jubilee's classic ruby red sunglasses. So Jubilee is one of my favorite X Men, my favorite female X Men characters, and I have her first appearance as well. And I actually already own this one as well, so I'll probably resell this one. But yeah, just a really awesome. If you're a Jubilee fan, this is definitely one that you want to have because her with the ruby red sunglasses is the way that we know her at today. So just a classic Jubilee key there. And then I got a bunch of Uncanny X Men run fillers that were half off as well. I got 219, which is Havoc joins the X Men. It's a newsstand as well, a little newsy. I got 227, which is not a key, or no, this is 237. Sorry, which is not a key, but it's a pretty cool cover there with Wolverine. And then I got 243, which is not a key either, but just some run filler and Mr. Sinister cover as well. I love Mr. Sinister. Um, I think that Sony is going to be doing him probably soon. So we'll see what happens with that. But I love Mr. Sinister. He's a really cool character. I got 246, which is that kind of looks like a Transformer. The Transformers are making a comeback in comics. Robert Kirkman, who wrote the Walking Dead series, he's doing the new Transformers series, I believe, as well in comic books. So that that kind of looks like a Transformer. That made me think of that. That's some run filler, and then this last run filler for Uncanny X Men is 265, and this one is not a key either. Just a little run filler for my Uncanny X Men collection. As I said before, I'm collecting the Chris Claremont run. So that is all the half off books. Now we're gonna get into the 25 centers. All right, we got a big old stack of 25-cent books. That I was going through. I got to so the shop opened at 8 for the sale, and I was like, I'm gonna probably get there at 8:30 because that's really early, and I had to work late the day before. So I slept in a little bit, and I got there, and there was already a few people there, and there was a guy in front of me at some of the bins. He had a huge stack. He had like probably a short box worth of books, a short box worth of books stack already. And it was just I got there at like 8:25, so I was like, dang, maybe I should have came at 8. But I saw he had some. I think he had some Uncanny X Men, or maybe it was just X Factor, X Force. I have a bunch of X Factor in this as well. But yeah, I wonder what he picked up. But the early bird gets the worm, as they say. But I think I got some pretty good books for 25 cents at least. This first one is Hawkeye number 3. I actually already own this one, so this will go up on Whatnot for resale. So if you're looking for to complete this little limited series. It was a 4-issue limited series, and this one is a key. It's the first appearance of Bombshell, who was Wendy Conrad, and then the first appearance of Oddball, who was a juggling themed villain. So that one is probably gonna go up on Whatnot because I already have that one. And this next one is Avengers West Coast. I'm collecting the Avengers West Coast run because I like that team, and they're probably going to do them eventually. This one's not a key; it's a little run filler, number 26. This next one, number 53, is also a run filler. Um, so not a key there. This next one is number 82. That is also a run filler and not a key. And then I have some X Men Adventures here, which, if you know, or maybe you don't know, the X Men Adventures cartoon from the 90s is coming back. They're doing it, it's going to be coming back next year. It's going to be a continuation of the series from the 90s. So I got a few of those. They had a few of them, but some of them were in rougher condition. I tried to get the books because they were 25-cent books. I tried to get the ones that were in better condition. None of these are keys. Only the first one's a key of the X Men Adventures run. But they're really cool books, and they tell the story from the cartoon. So this is number 5 of season 1, and like I said, I'll probably be putting these up on Whatnot. So if you're looking for X Men Adventures, definitely get into it now before the show comes and gets more popular. People that have never seen it before, like younger people, and then people these books will be shooting up in price. So get into them now. But this next one is number 10. I really like this cover. She's choking them out there. This next one is number 14, and like I said, none of these are keys except for the first one. But it's a newsstand, and it's a pretty good looking copy. Then this next one is from season 2. It's issue 2 from season 2. And like I said, not a key there. This next one, I really like this cover as well. And it is not a key, though. It's Classic X Men number 13. They have a lot of X Men books in the 25-cent bins, which, the X Men are going to be coming here sooner than later. So pick up any X Men you see now for the good price before they go up after the MCU does them. This next one is, I like this cover, and it is actually a key. It's Excalibur number 42. It's the first appearance of Kylun as an adult in full mutation. I'm not familiar with the character, but it is a key, and it's just a really funny book. Look at the, it's kind of like Tweety Bird. He's talking like Tweety Bird, and then why has he got his cheeks out? Like, come on, dog, put some pants on. No. And I like the characters in the back as well. So that's just a really funny cover. Y'all know I'm in it for the memes. So I really like that cover. That's why I picked that up mostly. This next one is some run filler. These next two are run filler for, I'm collecting the Giffen and DeMatteis run of Justice League. Because it's a really funny kind of, like I said, I'm in for the memes. So it's a kind of a funny memey kind of run. So this is number 2. This is a key. It's the first appearance of the Gray Man, who is a servant of the Lords of Order who can extract the dream essence from the living or the dead. And that one's going to go in the Giffen DeMatteis run that I am collecting. This next one is also Justice League's number 3. This is the first meeting of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle with the Justice League. And, Booster Gold and Blue Beetle in this series became to be very good friends, and a lot of people know Booster Gold and Blue Beetle today. This is the Ted Core Blue Beetle, of course, not the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle that was in the recent movie. I talked about that in my video on Blue Beetle. If you didn't watch that, make sure you check that out. But this is the Ted Cord version of Blue Beetle, who became very good friends with Booster Gold, and that's how pretty much most people know them today. That was established in the Giffen and DeMatteis run of Justice League, and this is the first time they meet the Justice League. Meet with the Justice League anyway. So pretty cool key there for them. This next one is Justice League number 6. It is not a key, but it is run filler again for my run, And look, Shazam's about to clap Martian Manhunter. I don't know what's going on there. This next one is an interesting book, and I actually already have this one in a direct edition. This one's a newsstand. This is Bugs Bunny #1. Now, it's not the first appearance of Bugs Bunny in comics. Obviously, this is from 1990, but it is it's not a key. It's part of a three-issue limited series that came out in 1990, obviously, and it's just a funny little Bugs Bunny series there. And I already have the like I said, I already have it in a direct edition, so I will probably be selling the direct edition and keeping this newsstand um, just for the PC. This next one is kind of topical because I made a video on this and I'm gonna say it right this time. Guy Gardner. Last time in the video I said Kyle Rayner. Obviously I meant Guy Gardner. Nathan Fillion is going to be playing Guy Gardner. And this is Guy Gardner. It's the Guy Gardner Warrior series. It's issue #1. It wasn't called the Guy Gardner Warrior until issue #16 it was. So it was just called Guy Gardner. It's his first ongoing series, if I remember correctly. But it's not a key though. Just the first series, of the first issue of his ongoing series. And so Nathan Fillion's going to be playing him. So it's kind of a topical issue. This next one I bought because I thought that it was Convergence New Teen Titans #2, which is a key. This one's not a key. It's basically not worth anything. I thought this was Convergence New Titans #2, which is the first appearance of Damian Wayne's dragon pet thing that he has, which is called Goliath. So that's why I picked it up, and then I looked later, and I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong one. But this next one is a key, and I got two of them, and I already own this one, so I'll be selling two of these. This is Earth 2 #24. We talked about this in the last couple videos. Val Zod, one of the Black Supermen, probably the most prominent Black Superman in comics, Val Zod. This is his first appearance in costume. He appears on the final page. He kind of, does the classic Superman rip open the outfit to reveal the costume underneath, and this is his first appearance in costume. Val Zod. It was rumored before that Michael B. Jordan was going to be playing a Black Superman, and most people believed it was probably going to be Val Zod, because he's the most prominent Black Superman in comics. Um, and so this is his first appearance in costume. And like I said, I got two of those, so I'll be selling two, and I already have one in my PC, so I'll be selling two of those on Whatnot whenever I start the auctions. This next one's an interesting one. This is Green Arrow #34. And I've talked about this one before. I've actually talked about it on the channel before. This is a key because it has partial nudity beyond the average mainstream comic as Black Canary and Green Arrow show their affections, which means they're getting down and dirty for one another. This was an era where you can see it on the top. It says mature, suggested for mature readers. DC was kind of going through. They were starting Vertigo, which is like their darker imprint that did like Sandman and books like that. They were going through a phase where they were doing more mature books. So this one, they're getting down and dirty. Green Arrow and Dinah, Black Canary, and they show it in the book. A little bit of stuff in that book, and I can pop up a image of that on the screen because I've showed that before. So it's just an interesting book there. But and I got two of those copies, or no, three of them. So I'll probably be reselling those. This is an interesting book. If you're into, like I'm into controversial books that kind of have like, controversial things in them. So if you're into that, you can pick that up on my Whatnot in the future. And then this next one, we got a bunch of X Factor. So we'll go through those real quick. This first one is X Factor #7, and I actually got two of them. This one I need to look because got a lot of keys in it. It is the first appearance of Skids, who's a mutant that can produce force fields. The first appearance of Bulk. The first appearance of Glowworm. The first appearance of Trish Tibby, who's a reporter and the ex-girlfriend of Beast. And I got two of those. I got a direct edition and a newsstand. And I'm probably gonna keep the newsstand for my run and sell the direct edition. So yeah, that will because I have a lot of the X Factor, X Force, and obviously Uncanny X-Men. Any X-Men key I see, I pick up. This next one is also a key. I think most of these are keys. This one is the first appearance of Autumn Rolfson, who becomes Famine, and this one will go in the run because I don't have that one yet. This one is number 28. This is the first appearance of Infecta, and I got two copies, as y'all can see here. So I will, and I already own it, so I'll probably sell both of those. This next one is not a key, but it's just a cool cover with Infecta on it. You can see her there. And technically, that was 28. This is 29. So technically, this is the first cover appearance of Infecta. But I guess she's not a big enough character to have that be a key, even though she is on the next couple of covers. She's on this next one as well, which is 30. Although she's in the top box there, y'all can see her up there. And it's the same pose she was doing in the other one. So I guess she's not big enough to get first cover appearance. She's not a big enough character to get first cover appearance as a key. But this one is number 30, which is let me see here. Number 30 is the first appearance of Nanny, who's an inventor that was contained in one of her own cybernetic designs. And it's just a really creepy cover. Like look at that big mouth that he's got there. And it's got Mutant Police on there. This one I already own, so I will be selling that one as well. And then look, guess who it is again? Infecta. So yeah, she's on a bunch of these covers. But I guess her first, even though she's on a bunch of the covers, I guess her first cover appearance is not big enough to get a key. It doesn't make sense. But this one, it's funny because she's saying, "I guarantee it, Iceman, I'll bring this beast out of you." Well, it's she wouldn't know. I guess she didn't know that later. Obviously Iceman is gay. He came out as gay in the comics later, much later. So she that's kind of funny to read now after knowing what we know about Iceman. But this one is the first appearance. This is number 31, the first appearance of Orphan Maker. I already have that one, so I'll be reselling that one. Number 41 is the first appearance of Alchemy. I don't think Infecta's on this cover. Nope. So I guess her run of like 10 covers is done. But that is a key, and I already have that one, so I'll be reselling that one. This next one is number 51, and it's also on newsstand. The first appearance of Crimson. I already have this one as well, so I'll probably keep the newsstand and sell the other one. This next one is also 51. I got two of them, so yeah, I'll keep the newsstand and sell the direct edition. This next one is 54, another newsy. 54 is not a key, but it's just a crimson cover there. Um, this next one is 55, which is the debut of Peter David writing on X-Men, who, if you know Peter David, he was a longtime writer on the Incredible Hulk series, and he would also go on later to create several characters, such as Spider-Man 2099. He's a co-creator of Spider-Man 2099. This was his first time writing on X-Men. It's a newsstand there. And it's also a Mike Mignola cover, who is the creator of Hellboy. So a couple comic book creators came together to write and do the art on this one. So that's the key for that one. This next one is 71. 71 is the first new team appearance of X Factor, which was Havoc, Madrox, Polaris, Strong Guy, and Wolfsbane. And I already have that one as well, I believe. So I will be selling that one, and I got a couple copies. So yeah, I'll be selling those. And then this last one here is X Factor number 96, which is, I really like that cover as well. This is the first appearance of Haven, which, of course, like I said before, I already own, so I'll be reselling that one as well. So that's all of the books that I picked up at the Labor Day sale this past weekend. Let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite of my pickups? I think that my favorite was obviously the Uncanny X-Men New Teen Titans crossover that was written by Chris Claremont, and then the Star Wars droids, which I put up on the bookshelf up there, y'all can see in the back for the display. But let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture talk. And if you haven't checked out Whatnot before, give me a follow. And if it's your first time signing up, use my link down in the description because you'll get $10 off of your first purchase on Whatnot. And I will see y'all another day.